Hey guys, so last week I said I wanted to do more tag videos, and so I thought the best one to start with is the Booktube About Me tag, because you guys know basically nothing about me, so I thought it would be a good chance for you to get to know me a bit better. So question number 1 is, what do you study / what is your job? I'm actually in the process of waiting to graduate from my creative and professional writing degree, and I'm actually in the process of setting up my own freelance writing business, because I obviously love writing. That's why I did my degree, and I love writing and I love website creation. So I'm in the process of actually making a freelance writing business, specialising in, funnily enough, books and writing about books and helping hopefully indie publishers and things like that with their content, and that's what I'm really hoping to do. But question number 2 is, what is your favourite social media channel? Does that mean like channel as in someone on that specific social media, or are we talking about the favourite thing that we use? I'm going to take that as favourite thing that we use, and I would say it's either got to be Twitter for me or YouTube, because I spend a lot of time on Twitter and I spend a hell of a lot of time on YouTube. I spend about 3 hours a day on YouTube at the moment, literally 3 hours a day, if not 4 on occasion. I'm that obsessed, but at the same time I use on Twitter constantly, as in I don't close the tab. I mean, I don't close Tumblr or Facebook or anything else either, but I use Twitter a hell of a lot more than I use anything else. So either Twitter or YouTube, I would say. If this is about people on those social media streams, either Tom Fletcher or Carrie Hope Fletcher. Again, I'm biased because I love them both a hell of a lot, but I love their videos and I love their Twitter feeds and everything else, because it's all quite creative and positive and quite funny at times. So either one of those two. Number 3 is, if you had another channel, what would it be about? I don't know. Maybe about my business and business tips? Maybe? Because this channel's all about books and I'm going to start talking about writing in it as well at some point. So I wouldn't really have anything else, to be honest, because I don't really have any other real plans on, like, making other videos. Like, I used to have a channel where I tried to be sort of like more vloggy kind of thing, and it just didn't really work out for me, and it felt really quite uncomfortable, so I wouldn't really do that. And to be honest, I don't really have any other idea on what else I could do, so I'd just say that, to be honest. Yeah. Business tips. Question number 4 is, do you play any instruments? And no I don't, because I am terrible with music. Like, I love music. I can listen to music all day long, and I do actually. But I'm not musical in the slightest. We had to learn piano in secondary school and I failed so badly. Like, I could not do it. And musically, like, I have a guitar, but I've never actually learned to play it or anything like that. So yeah, I am awful with musical instruments and things like that, so I just sort of leave that to the professionals and people who know what they're doing, essentially, because I have no idea. Question number 5 is, what hobbies do you have other than reading, writing, video making? Apart from that, nothing. I just write and make videos when I'm not reading, essentially, until I get this business going. Then I'll still be writing, actually. I don't do anything else, essentially. I watch TV, if that counts as a hobby. I watch a lot of films. I freak out over Marvel daily. Does that count? I don't really do anything, to be honest. My life just revolves around TV, reading and writing, and making videos and watching them. Apart from that, I don't really do anything. My hobbies, I don't have any. I go to the cinema a lot. Does that count? Because I like going to the cinema. Does going to the cinema count? I'm going to count going to the cinema. I go to the cinema at least once, maybe twice a month, maybe. Depends on how many films are out. Yeah, I go to the cinema. That's my hobby. I write and I go to the cinema and make videos. Apart from that, I do nothing. Number 6, what are your favourite TV shows? Oh boy, you're not ready for this conversation. Sherlock. I love Sherlock. I'm obsessed with Sherlock. Once Upon a Time. I love Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time is epic on so many levels. The Night Manager. I really enjoy watching The Night Manager. The Hollow Crown. I really enjoy watching that. It's Shakespeare, but I quite enjoy it. God, what else do I watch? Doctor Who. How did I forget Doctor Who? I love Doctor Who. I'm obsessed with Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who. Supernatural, I love Supernatural. What else do I watch? I'm just coming up with films. Agent Peggy Carter. Agent Carter, I love Agent Carter. I love Daredevil, I love Jessica Jones, I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Basically, anything by Marvel, I'll watch it. Legion. I love Legion, oh my god. Legion is one of my favourites, and I'm currently obsessed with Perception. I haven't watched Perception in years, and I can't find it anywhere, but I am currently obsessed with it. I'm desperately trying to find clips on YouTube of it, because I really, really miss it, and I just want to watch it again. Is there anything else I watch? I watch a lot of things regularly, to be honest. I'm a complete TV addict, but I can't think of anything specific right now, apart from Sherlock, Once Upon a Time, Doctor Who, Supernatural, what did I say? Legion, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter. I call it Peggy Carter. It's Agent Carter. I said Legion, didn't I? Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Defenders when that comes out this month. Things like that, essentially. If it's in that sort of world, I'll watch it. Oh, and Strictly Come Dancing. That is something that most people wouldn't think of for me, but Strictly Come Dancing is my life when it's on. They've just started announcing all the contestants for this year, and I am so pumped for this. But yeah, Strictly is one of my absolute favourites as well. I get obsessed every year, and so Strictly is definitely up there in my top 10. Question number 7 is what got you into reading? And that's actually quite a tough question, because I can't remember getting into reading. It's just something that I've always done, essentially. And I think that's mostly because I spent a lot of time in hospital when I was a kid, having operations and stuff, so I couldn't go running about exploring and all the rest of it. So my mum used to just read to me when I was a baby, when I was in hospital, and it just sort of got instilled to me that reading is a good thing, and so I've just sort of done it constantly, and I can't actually remember a specific book or anything that really got me into reading. It's just the fact that my family are big readers, and so my mum had me reading at a very young age, and because I couldn't run around, I just sort of read, or got read to because I was too young to read. But yeah, I can't remember anything specific, it's just I've just always read, essentially. I can't remember any sort of specific thing, to be honest. Question number 8 is what are your favourite and least favourite genres? My favourite is sci-fi and fantasy, and sort of like the YA genre in general. But I really love sort of like sci-fi and fantasy novels. I love kids novels as well, like Skydark Read Pleasant. Basically anything with sort of like a magical element to it, I'll generally read. But my least favourite is definitely like erotica and romance. I'm a cynic. I hate romance novels. Well, I don't hate romance novels. I will read a romance novel if it's written by Carrie Hope Fletcher, essentially, and I won't read any others, because I'm a cynic, essentially, and her novels generally have sort of like a really interesting idea around the romance, so I can sort of deal with it, but I can't deal with romance on its own. It bugs me, because I'm Wednesday Addams. Essentially, I'm Wednesday Addams, so romance and love is not my thing. I'd rather be off reading something else that has murder in it. So I just generally don't do romance, and I definitely don't do erotica because I'm asexual, so I just don't do that kind of thing, you know, at all. So I just sort of leave those two genres out of the way, and then I just go back to sci-fi and fantasy. And YA in general, that's just sort of my general remit area, and then I'll sometimes read kids novels as well, depending on who's written them and what the story's about. So it's that general sort of idea around there, essentially, are my favourite genres. Question number 9 is what books define your childhood? Skydark Read Pleasant, I'd say. I was obsessed when I was a kid. Series of Unfortunate Events, they were huge for me. I really, really enjoyed those because they were dark and witty and quite murdery, and I was a dark and murdery child, essentially, which makes me sound like a psycho. I wasn't a psycho, I was just tried to be Wednesday Addams a bit too much, and yeah, that was me. But I love Skydark Read Pleasant because he was really sarky and all magic and everything. Spiderwick Chronicles, I loved the Spiderwick Chronicles when I was a kid, and I don't say any of these would define my childhood, if I'm honest, but they were ones that really stick out to me as books that I read when I was a kid that I absolutely adored with all of my heart. So those were the kind of things that I read, and I wouldn't say they defined it, but I would say they really helped shape the kind of genre that I really liked, I'd say. So it's stuff like Skullduggery Pleasant, A Series of Unfortunate Events, and the Spiderwick Chronicles. They were the ones that I was properly obsessed with as a kid, and I'm an obsessive person, so that's kind of the ones that I read quite a lot. And I would say they were the ones that really sort of stood out from my childhood. So those ones. And question number 10 is, tell us an interesting fact about you. Well, I have Asperger's, dyspraxia and dyslexia, and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And you probably know about dyslexia and Asperger's, but dyspraxia is generally where I'm a klutz and I will walk into practically anything and I will be the most disorganised person on the planet. And then Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, basically, but I look younger than I actually am, I'm really, really pale, and I'm really, really bendy, and I won't be too gross, but look how far I can bend back my fingers without even trying. That little finger can touch my wrist and so can my thumb, but I'm not going to show you that in case you get grossed out. But yeah, essentially, that's me. I am weird. I'm weird and bendy and a bit disorganised and a bit unable to spell and a bit rubbish with people, but yeah, that bodes well for a freelance writing website, doesn't it? Never mind. I'll work through it. I'm quite good with people in a business sense. I'm just not good with making friendships. So, that's me. That's my interesting fact. I can't think of any other interesting fact, to be honest. I haven't done that many interesting things. Because I stay at home all day and I write and I read and I don't do anything else. So, that's all I can think of at the moment. But I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you got to know me a bit better. If you have any of the similar answers to me, please tell me that down in the comments. I don't know who's done this tag, so I'm just going to tag people at random and hope for the best. So, you know what, I'm going to leave the people I tagged down below because I can't think of anybody right now and I can't think of anybody's usernames, which is really annoying me. So I'm just going to leave the people I tagged down below so you can read that there and see if you're tagged. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and leave your answers to these questions down in the comments because I'd love to know what you guys have in terms of answers, see if we have any similar. And if you want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. And that'll be it for now, but until next time guys, bye!